I believe that it is working. Yes. I am Galhard Vanathakatoi. I am a warrior of the people known to humans and others who live below the mountains as Goliaths. I am making this as requested by Leosin, a bard that I encountered in my travels. I have departed from my people, cast out because my beliefs and theirs don't necessarily agree. And I am cast forth into the world to test my fortune against what fate may have in store for me. I go equipped only with the barest of essentials, as is the custom of our people. My father's axe, a few other supplies, and my own nature, my bond of stone. I put myself in the hands of Lady Timora, goddess of fate, for she has seen fit to take me this far, and I must see how much farther she intends to bring me. In this I am different from my people. My people believe that their own power and endurance can carry them through. I have come to see the wisdom and understanding that the workings of the divines, especially those that affect our fortune and our destiny, are things to be considered as well. And it is to understand this that I leave my people and cast forth my lot into this world. I, upon coming down from the mountain homes of my tribe, did, after a few short days of easy living in the foothills of the world's spine mountains, did find a small band, a group, questing to put an end to a rash of disappearances and robberies. I hold any who prey on those lesser than themselves in contempt, and I agreed with the leader of this band, Leosin, that I would accompany them. It was strange. This Leosin almost seemed as if he expected me. He took my great stature, compared to those that I walk among now, as a sign that I was to aid him, and I could see no reason not to, for I had much to learn about the ways of the people who live beneath the mountain. So, I traveled with them for a time, learning of the ways of humans and the other races. Also among the number of this company was Rosaria, an elven cleric of Timora. I learned all I could from her, because even if the struggles of survival in this much gentler climate were not enough to sufficiently continue developing my skills in survival, then I would train my mind and learn more about these gods that were influencing my fate. I also learned of the differing ways of these people. I learned of those that fight in what is considered a profession, wearing armor and such. I had seen these before, but now working alongside them, I've learned some things about the ways that the more civilized races fight. I learned of coupling magic more so than I encountered in my own tribe, and other sundry useful things. Unfortunately, the assumption that Leosin and the company had been making, that the raids had been inspired by a group known as the Zentarim, a group of renegades, followers of evil gods of conquest and tyranny, were behind these robberies, these disappearances. We were able to prove that they were not, but we were unable to conclusively determine who was behind them. Leosin was not entirely deterred. He was prepared to go upon other paths and try to get more information. But my usefulness to Leosin and this company was at an end. Finally, he brought me aside and told me that he had been expecting me when we met on that trail a month hence. Or is it past? Some of these words of the humans are still a bit difficult to fully appreciate. But he actually had something for me before I had even known him, and he of me. He was told to deliver a letter made of delicate paper to deliver to the tallest person that he would encounter. Me. This letter had an unusual seal upon it. To wit, Leosin informed me that it was a seal of a mercenary band of respectable estate. And this letter reads, by the time this recording could get out, I trust that anything regarding this will have already been settled. So, it reads, Salutations. You do not know me, and I, most unfortunately, do not know you. This, however, is a situation I wish to remedy with a meeting. Through unusual means, I have heard your name and spent time searching out who you are before writing this letter. Perhaps it is desperation that moves my hand, a sense of hopelessness that forces me to turn to those I know nothing of in hopes of finding salvation. I dare not put words to paper for fear of what the wrong person discovering them would mean. Rather than speak of it here, I invite you to a meeting at the Yawning Portal in Waterdeep, which is the name of a tavern I have discovered, on the 5th of Tarsach, for a dinner and meeting. To aid you in your travels, the deliverer of this letter is accompanied by a sum of 20 gold dragons to help alleviate travel expenses. It costs money to travel. This is news to me. My own feet suffice. I feel I must also make it worth your while to travel to Waterdeep. Therefore, I will have the sum of 200 gold dragons prepared and waiting for you should you choose to attend this meeting. Upon arrival, please show this letter to the proprietor, Durnan, and your needs shall be seen to. It is signed. I shall not give away the identity of the one who has signed this, in case this crystal should fall into the wrong hands. I feel that there is nothing there that could implicate the one who has sent this to me, but the name might be unfortunate if it gets out. The name means nothing to me, but upon asking Leosin, he did inform me that the one who sent this was a person of good honor and good esteem within the city. Much more than that I do not recall. But so I go, gathering up my things and shouldering my axe. I will go to see what Waterdeep holds. It should be interesting at the very least. I go not so much for fortune, but I do go to see these strange lands, to behold with my own eyes what all but few of my kinfolk will never see, and perhaps to discover a bit more of what Tymora holds for me. It will be a most interesting meeting indeed. More than this I will not say. I will speak more as I become accustomed to this magical device that Leosin has entrusted to me. I trust that should this be discovered, if you are a person of good honor, and you can find someone among a group known as the Harpers to deliver this to them, they may find it useful, perhaps educational, and, nothing else, a record of the deeds that I will do. I am Galhard, and I will continue this message when I have more experiences to report. Good day.